Well, let's get another check of your forecast with meteorologist Brittany Van Voorhees. Brittany, it is a beautiful day. How long will it last?
Well, it will be nice again today, Caitlin, just like yesterday. But starting tomorrow, you'll start to notice slightly creeping up with those humidity levels. And then the only really hot day we have over the next 7 is going to be on Saturday. More on that in just a second. But a beautiful afternoon today. Really, if you didn't get an opportunity yesterday to get outside, today a fantastic day to do so. 70s in Boone, upper 70s for the foothills, and we have the lower 80s in the mountains. You can notice the humidity level still in that green, but we're not quite as high as we typically are for this time of year. Again, creeping back up for Friday and then peaking on Saturday. You can see the literal numbers going off the chart. So that is going to be an extremely uncomfortable day before we'll settle back down as we enter the latter half of the weekend and into next week. Satellite and radar showing dry and quiet conditions. Just like yesterday, we are going to see that clockwise rotation around high pressure offshore. So there's a brief opportunity for some showers in the mountains and foothills, especially on the eastern slopes, but not here in the Queen City. High temperatures today reaching the upper 80s. We're typically closer to 90 for this time of year. So it's a change. It's a small change, but when the temperature is a little bit lower and our humidity is too, we really start to feel it. We're in the lower 70s by midnight, and just like this morning, we'll start off tomorrow in the 60s. Now here's Futurecast. I know folks are still trying to dry out after all the rain from Debbie. Again, not a lot of rain in the forecast today, but you could see those few little sprinkles there on the eastern side of the mountains. Dry again to start off Friday. There is a better chance for a few isolated storms tomorrow afternoon, but they're still few and far between for really the entire area from the mountains down to the foothills. So if today has no chance of rain in Charlotte, I'll say tomorrow's about 20%. Again, very isolated. You could have a downpour over Huntersville, a downpour over Statesville, and a downpour, over Pineville, but that doesn't mean everybody is going to see it. Better chances as we enter into Saturday, a little bit more scattered activity, especially in the afternoon, and then we're starting to dry out once again on Sunday. So the bump in rain chances is very brief. In the tropics, have to get an update here on Hurricane Ernesto, currently a Category 1. Is it going to continue to strengthen as it approaches Bermuda for the really upcoming weekend and into early next week, potentially even becoming a major hurricane, but at this point it looks more likely like a high in Category 2, if not a low in Category 3. It is staying well off the Carolina coast, but as we discussed yesterday, that doesn't mean we don't have indirect impacts from Ernesto. This will be especially near the coast, of course. You can see that right now shaded in white. That indicates a low rip current risk, but notice what happens tomorrow and Saturday. As the swells from Ernesto start to expand all the way toward our coastline, we'll start to see high rip current risk values for both North and South Carolina Friday and Saturday, and then we'll start off high on Sunday and slowly start to filter back to more normal. Remember that the Carolina coast is unique in which it juts out, especially here from Morehead City all the way into the Outer Banks, and that oftentimes means that those systems offshore can indicate or impact us a little bit more, again, even if it's not direct. For your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast, you can see a wrap-up of what we just talked about. Mostly sunny today, highs in the upper 80s, small limited chance for a few storms Friday afternoon and evening, and then we're sitting at about 30 to 20% both Saturday and Sunday. Definitely no washout ahead. And then if it could be any nicer than it is now for August, we actually reach that even nicer weather heading into early parts of next week.